Welcome back to Coinverse Hub. Today we're talking about one of the most famous and misunderstood wheat pennies in U.S. history. The 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin has a reputation that still excites collectors even today. When most people hear about the 1950 Wheat Penny, they think it must be extremely rare. The truth is more interesting than that. This coin became famous not because it was scarce at first, but because people believed it would become rare in the future. In 1950, the Denver Mint produced the 1950 Wheat Penny. At the time, collectors started saving these coins in large numbers. Bags, rolls, and jars were filled and stored away. Because of this hoarding, many examples still exist today in good condition. On the front of the coin, you see Abraham Lincoln. Collectors closely examine Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and coat. Sharp detail means the coin has not been heavily circulated. Flat or smooth areas indicate wear. The words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" should be clear and strong. Weak letters often mean circulation wear. The date 1950 and the D-mint mark must be sharp and clearly visible. On the reverse side, you see the two wheat ears. These are very important. Strong lines in the wheat stalks show a well-preserved coin. The words 1 cent and United States of America should be crisp. Now let's talk about value, because this is where condition makes a huge difference. A heavily circulated 1950 wheat penny is usually worth only a few cents. Many people are surprised by this, especially because of the coin's reputation. In average circulated condition, the value is modest. However, as the condition improves, the value starts to rise. A coin with less wear and better detail can be worth more. Uncirculated examples are where collectors become interested. A 1950 wheat penny that still has original mint luster and sharp detail can be worth significantly more than face value. Coins with a bright red color are especially desirable. Color matters a lot with copper coins. Red coins are the most valuable. Red-brown coins are next. Brown coins are the most common. A red 1950 penny in high grade can be worth many times more than a worn brown example. Condition grading is very important. Even small marks or scratches can affect value. That's why collectors always recommend not cleaning coins. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can permanently reduce value. Errors also add interest. While major errors are not common for this year, some 1950 pennies show minor die cracks, off-center strikes, or weak strikes. These can add collector value, depending on severity. The story of the 1950 wheat penny is a great lesson for collectors. Height alone does not guarantee high value. Condition, originality, and demand matter the most. This coin is still popular because of its history and because so many collectors know its name. It remains a classic piece in wheat penny collections. If you have a 1950 wheat penny, the best thing you can do is examine it carefully. Look at the color, the sharpness of the details, and the overall condition. Store it safely and avoid cleaning it. So while the 1950 wheat penny may not make you rich overnight, a high-quality example can still be a valuable and respected coin in any collection. That's why we continue to explore coins like this here on Coinverse Hub. Even famous coins have deeper stories when you look closely. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about wheat pennies and hidden coin value, make sure to subscribe to Coinverse Hub. More fascinating coin stories are coming next. Welcome back to Coinverse Hub. Today we are talking about a very famous wheat penny that many people have heard about, the 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin is often surrounded by big stories, but today we will focus on the normal 1955 wheat penny and its realistic value. When people hear 1955 wheat penny, they usually think about extremely expensive coins. But the truth is, not every 1955 penny is rare. Most 1955 Lincoln Wheat Pennies are common, especially those that were used in everyday circulation. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, so it does not have a mint mark. It is made mostly of copper, giving it that classic warm brown color most wheat pennies have today. On the front of the coin, we see Abraham Lincoln. Collectors look closely at Lincoln's face, especially the cheek, jaw, and hair. If these details are still strong, the coin has less wear. Flat or smooth areas mean the coin circulated heavily. The words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" should be clear and readable. On normal 1955 pennies, these letters are clean and single, not doubled. On the reverse, the two wheat ears are very important. Strong lines in the wheat stalks show better condition. The words 1 cent and United States of America should be sharp and easy to read. Now let's talk about value. A normal 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny in circulated condition is usually worth around $1 to $5, depending on where they appeal. Coins with heavy wear may be closer to the lower end. Coins with better detail and color can reach the higher end. A 1955 wheat penny that still has good detail, smooth surfaces, and natural color can often sell for around $5. This is a realistic value, not a fantasy price. Color also matters. Brown coins are the most common. Red-brown coins are more attractive to collectors. Fully red coins are harder to find and can be worth more, especially in uncirculated condition. Many people confuse the normal 1955 wheat penny with the famous 1955 double-die penny. That rare variety is completely different and worth much more. Most 1955 pennies are not double-die coins. It's important not to clean your coin. Cleaning removes the original surface and can reduce the value quickly. Collectors always prefer coins exactly as they were found. If you own a 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny, the best thing to do is examine it carefully, store it safely, and understand its realistic value. Not every coin needs to be extremely rare to be collectible. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny is popular because of its history, design, and connection to one of the most famous era coins in U.S. history. Even the normal version has a place in many collections. This is why we talk about coins like this here on